Alrighty, daily vlog number 7. What is it? Monday. Happy Monday. um, yeah. So find the bottleneck. Find the bottleneck. Um, had a great weekend. Um, tried really hard to switch off on the weekend, which was good, and very relaxing. And but now sort of straight back into it. And so at the moment, you can probably see this there. The whiteboard has changed, and I had a good friend of mine, Ben, come over, who is an amazing genius at programming. Ben Luxford. He can literally just build anything, and so I had him come over and do some consulting because I we are currently building out some new systems in a website for our client. And yeah, man, like you can't, no one person can be good at everything. So it's really important to recognize, I guess, your strengths in your business and realize when you need an expert to come in and help. And so for me, I have a business mentor, Franco Baez, and so he helps me a lot with mindset and business growth and just understanding where I am in the business and what to expect. Um, I also have my friend David Sol in Sydney, who's done a lot of high-end consulting, and he has his perspective and his experience as well, that he shares with me, which is really appreciated. And he worked in Silicon Valley for about 4 years and was the 30th employee at Atlassian, which is a major billion-dollar Australian startup. So he really knows his stuff. But each one of these people is looking at the situation from a different perspective. I'm looking at it from the consultant slash entrepreneurial perspective. So, in other words, what's my role in the business and how can I help with my skill set? But also, that's one part of it. But also, how can I manage this in terms of workload in my business? Right. So there's the skills that I can apply to my client's business, but then there's also, like, for instance, I don't want to get stuck on things that aren't my specialty. Right. So sometimes it's a fine line between what um, they call it scope creep. So what it is that I'm good at and what I can really help with versus what I might end up working on, which I can still do, but maybe I'm not the best person for it. So understanding the bottleneck or understanding the point in your business at which your expertise sort of ends and you need someone else to come in is really important. And that's why I called it understanding the bottleneck. So for me, there's a bottleneck when it comes to certain technical aspects like, coding and API and really like server side scripts and all this technical programming and back end stuff. Um, and so for me, as soon as I get to that point, I'm going to hire someone else. And for you, it might be for most businesses, it's like marketing and finance are the two biggest ones. So the people are notoriously bad at doing their books, doing their accounting, and marketing is also one that people struggle with. So that's a very common one. But for me as an entrepreneur, I struggle with like programming backend stuff, really high level stuff, and I also get help with like mindset and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting day, actually. Spoken to a lot of different people and got a lot of different opinions and perspectives. And so now, as the entrepreneur, I have to take all that information in and come up with a solution. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm grateful to be able to have these people in my network to connect with. And, I'll always, if someone comes over, and even if it's just for half an hour, I always say, like, send me an invoice because their time's valuable, my time's valuable. I believe in treating people the way that I want to be treated. So I want my time to be valued and paid for. So I then value and pay for other people's time. So that's it for today. I'm pretty tired, as you can tell, just pushing through it. But yeah, that's it for today's vlog. And tune in tomorrow. I will chat to you then. See ya.